In this video, we're going to show you how to move the demo site to your location. In the last video, we performed a GNSS setup, which sent the demo site to the Colorado location. So now we're going to bring it to your location by tapping on the gear icon and then tap Calibration. Then in the calibration one, select Site Calibration. At the top, you have a control point. If you tap on the control point box, you'll get a list of control points. We will just choose control point 1 to bring the site close, and then we can choose another one if we choose to. So control point 1 is now listed. The northing, eastings, and elevations have updated to that control points. Our current precision is 0.2, which is good for RTK. Measurement duration is 15 seconds, so we'll go ahead and select measure. You'll notice the time measure will count up from 1. Our current precisions are currently underneath our required, so that's a good sign. Now the system is going to process the calibration. This may take a few minutes to do, depending on the size of the site. With the demo site, it won't take very long. So now it's completed. Tap OK in the pop-up. Now you can tap Accept at the bottom of the settings screen. You will now notice that the demo site is brought to your current location and you are right on top of control point 1. If you pan and zoom around the site, you'll see all the other control points and points along the site. We're going to go ahead and choose to go under the HCC QAT as our next control point. So we'll tap the gear icon again. Go ahead and tap Calibration and tap Site Calibration again. We'll go ahead and choose this one from the map to show you how to do that. So tap that map icon next to the control point box. You'll see it brings up our map. Now just tap on the HCC QAT. You'll see a pin that is now added next to that point. Go ahead and tap Accept. You'll notice that HCC QAT is now in the control point and the northing, easting, and elevation values have been updated. So we'll go ahead and hit Measure. You'll notice it start counting up from 1 again. And our current precisions are still below our required, so that's a good sign. Now it's going to go ahead and process the calibration. And the calibration has been completed, so go ahead and tap OK. Now go ahead and tap Accept again. This will take you right back out to the map screen, and you'll see that we are currently on top of the point HCC QAT. So now we're going to go ahead and show you how you could do the same process with the internal GNSS receiver. What you'll do is you'll tap the gear icon, go ahead and tap Setup, and then tap GNSS Setup. And it's going to ask me if I want to disconnect from this receiver. I'm going to say yes. And then I'm going to select Internal GNSS. This gives you the ability to play with the SitePulse software even if you didn't have an external receiver. So go ahead and hit Accept. GNSS Setup is complete. Tap OK. And then tap Accept. Tap Accept one more time to get to the map screen. You'll notice that we now have a red circle. It's because our accuracy with the internal is not very accurate. It will just let you perform some of the functions if you didn't have an external receiver. So go ahead and tap the gear icon again to go back in. Go ahead and tap Calibration to go into the calibration, and then tap Site Calibration. We will go ahead and select another point just to show another location. So we'll tap on the control point box to get the list, and we'll go ahead and go for control point 2. So now the northing and easting and elevation values have been updated. There is no precision since we're using the internal, and our measurement time is 15 seconds. So go ahead and tap measure. You'll see it start counting up from 1. There is no current precisions or required ones because we are using the internal receiver. Now it's going to go ahead and process the calibration. And now the calibration has been completed, so tap OK. So tap Accept. And you'll notice now we are back on the map screen and we are currently over control point 2. Again, it's red because we are using the internal receiver, which is not very accurate. But this will give you the ability to do anything that you want to with the SitePulse software if you didn't have an external receiver. For more training, please visit learn.trimble.com and set up your free account.